Hello everyone, hope you are doing great. Welcome to Current Affairs series with Dr. Vivek. Topic for today's discussion is from environment section. Today is December 2 and in India every year National Pollution Control Day is marked on this date because this day coincides with the tragic day on which Bhopal gas tragedy took place on intervening night of December 2-3 in 1984. So to create awareness about the detrimental impacts of pollution and the existing legislations which exist to control pollution, December 2 is marked as the National Pollution Control Day. So we all know the Bhopal gas tragedy was in the Union Carbide plant due to methyl isocyanate poisonous gas. So it taught a hard lesson, and since then we have passed plethora of laws, right from the Air Protection Act to the Water Pollution Control Prevention Act, then we have Environment Protection Act, and then the noise pollution. There is a separate law for the batteries disposal as well, and there is a long list which goes on. So on this day, the current update for today is related to the climate change. AIPA, as you can see on your blackboard, Apex Committee on Implementation of Paris Agreement has been constituted by Indian government. So in today's lecture, our focus would primarily be on the AIPA because this is something new, and once again the Paris Agreement, which is the most important, you could say, the environment legal treaty which is now in force, is in focus once again. So the chairman of this committee is going to be a secretary who will be from on expected lines from Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, because this is the right ministry which will tackle to the climate change. So there is no surprises there, and there will be 17 members. So make sure you just can highlight certain themes, like the chairman is the secretary, there are 17 members. And coming to the function part, functions are important because under Environment Protection Act, this authority has been created. It will be covering those legislations, but the main function is going to be that it is going to be the national authority which will regulate the carbon markets. Now, the carbon markets under Article 6 of Paris Agreement have been there, so they needed a body which can supervise or just give the right direction. It will also coordinate our national, you could say, actions meeting the climate change challenges, and it will ensure that the targets which have been highlighted and the Paris Agreement are met before the deadline. So this is body would be constituted to mainly coordinate our climate change fight. So make sure you also go through the list of INDCs. INDCs, we know, stands for Intended Nationally Determined Contributions. These are voluntary pledges by the country to just contribute towards the climate fight, and you have to focus on India's INDCs. So there are three quantitative goals which you should ideally know. The first is that India has set an ambitious target of reducing emission intensity, which is the GDP per emissions of the population, to 33 to 35% by 2030, and the base year is going to be 2005. The second main INDC is that we intend to increase the share of non-fossil fuels by 40% once again by 2030, because we know the renewable energy is the future and we cannot just continue coal and gas based thermal plants to power our electricity need. There is need to switch if we really are serious about the climate change. And there is another provision, the third quantitative goal is that India plans to create at least 2.5 to 3 billion tons of carbon sinks, which is equivalent to the carbon dioxide emissions, through the afforestation drive, because we all know carbon sink is a object, or you could say the natural forest, which absorbs the carbon dioxide. So we are making use of our forest cover, and we are further increasing the green cover. As is evident from the recent forest survey report, from 19 to 21 to 23, we are almost reached 24% by now, and there is we are on track to reach the set targets. So make sure any development related to the NDCs, Paris Agreement are followed, because these are not only relevant from prelims point of view, but they can come in handy in mains as well. So this is one of the specific actions once again to achieve the ambitious goal set on the Paris Agreement, because India views itself as a leadership role in climate change fight. It always have been proactive in it. So let's hope the more such actions follow and the committee meets its target which has been for which it has been mandated. For any queries, you are most welcome to ask them in comment section. I hope this session was useful in some way, gave you new inputs regarding why Pollution Day is celebrated, what IAPA is all about. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.